Kids, young, inexperienced, impressionable, malleable, confused individuals, they really just want to be accepted. Those same individuals are facing jail, detention centers, and expulsion for hurtful words, minor physical contact, and mockery. It sounds crazy, right? Schools, the justice system, and understandably angry parents are trying to have students held criminally liable if another kid commits suicide as a result of bullying. Now, probably just like yourself, I'm a parent who only wants the best for his child. I would do anything to protect my child to ensure his happiness and success. If someone were to bully my child, I would want to go down to the school and handle it myself. That may not be the right answer, but that child is my livelihood. So of course I would act irrationally if something or someone were to threaten that. But charging the youth, elementary, middle school, and high school age youth criminally isn't the answer. According to an article in USA Today, in 2013, Florida officials charged two girls, ages 12 and 14, with felonies for allegedly taunting and bullying another 12-year-old girl until she committed suicide. Two young women, soon to be felons, now in the correction systems before they truly know the consequences of their actions. Some kids are more prone to being bullied than others. According to Global Post, children that are smaller or victims of parental abuse or neglect are at a higher risk to be bullied. But also, children of overprotective parents are also at a higher risk to be bullied. On the other hand, some youth are more prone to bullying. Bullies often come from families in which members strive for power from one another. There is little closeness or unity, a lack of parental and family support, and more negative family function. Children from these families can use bullying as a means of getting more control or attention. Once again, Global Post says that children who are victims at home tend to be bullies at school, which is similar to one of the indicators that the child could be a victim. Seems to be a very delicate balance, doesn't it? Is your child in one of these categories? If you say no, are you sure that if it was happening that your child will tell you what is going on? I have a way to mitigate these risks regardless. Kids are not fully physically, mentally, or emotionally developed enough, therefore should not and could not be held criminally liable for another's actions. We, as a collective group of parents, should minimize the occurrence of bullying and also suicides by pressuring the school systems to implement mandatory resiliency training for all students and rehabilitative services for those identified as bullies and also those who were previous victims of bullying. Also, we should teach resiliency and mental toughness at home. After all, we as the parents mold our children in their early years, in some ways, always, influence their characteristics and mannerisms. The fact that kids believe that taking their own lives will solve the problem is a major problem in itself. Society is very quick to blame the problem on the surface, not really addressing the underlying cause. The same applies to the bully. People never really ask why the individual does what he or she does. I'm a veteran in the U.S. Army with multiple combat tours. Upon redeployment, I had a hard time readjusting to what a civilian would call normal life. I was moody, easily irritated, and always on edge. According to the Military Times, the Army suicide rate has more than doubled in the past decade. So the Army implemented mandatory resiliency training and, if needed, behavioral health referrals to help people cope with readjusting to life. Although our rates are still above average, they are slowly declining. With our proposed measures implemented, we will slowly but surely see a change in suicides resulting from bullying and also the overall well-being and resiliency exhibited from our youth. If we as parents do not jump in front of this problem, as with all of the trending topics in adolescence, it will become a major epidemic. If we continue to charge kids criminally, then we will unintentionally foster an environment where it is acceptable to be mentally weak. With the way that kids strive for attention in this millennial generation, this could very easily become a trend. If we implement the resiliency and rehabilitation plan, then and only then will we slowly start to see a change in the mental and emotional strength of the kids, but also the sympathy within the bullies. I challenge all parents, past, future, and present, to demand that your child's school system implement these preventative measures. After all, we, the parents, fund these extracurricular programs in the school. Once again, the answer to suicides from bullying should not be to charge the bully criminally. We should prepare our kids to be mentally tough and resilient while teaching the bully sympathy. I have already implemented this type of resiliency training at home with my child. After all, lessons learned start at home.